In this video, we will take a look at the Zulu Nation, what motivated Zulu warriors to become warriors, their training, diet, and accomplishments. This video is brought to you by Bullet Clash, a free multiplayer mobile game. You can download the game for free today from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Download Bullet Clash today. The Zulu Nation was a powerful kingdom in southern Africa during the 19th century. It was founded by Shaka Zulu, who became its king in 1816 and expanded its territory through a series of military campaigns. Under Shaka's leadership, the Zulu Nation became one of the most powerful military forces in southern Africa, known for its disciplined and effective warriors. Shaka reorganized the Zulu military and introduced new tactics and weapons, such as the short-stabbing spear and the buffalo horns formation, which allowed the Zulu army to overwhelm much larger forces. The Zulu Nation was also known for its cultural practices, including music, dance, and art. The Zulu language, isiZulu, became one of the most widely spoken languages in southern Africa, and many Zulu traditions and customs continue to be practiced today. After Shaka's death in 1828, the Zulu Nation continued to expand under the leadership of his successors, including Dingaan and Cetshwayo. However, the Zulu War of 1879, fought between the Zulu Kingdom and the British Empire, marked a turning point in the history of the Zulu Nation, leading to its eventual defeat and subjugation by the British. Despite this, the Zulu people have maintained a strong sense of cultural identity and continue to be an important part of South African society. Zulu Warriors. The Zulu Warriors originate from the Zulu people, who are a Bantu ethnic group in southern Africa. The Zulu people have a long history that can be traced back to the 16th century, when they migrated to their current location in what is now modern-day KwaZulu-Natal province. The Zulu people were originally a small clan led by a chief named Malandela. Over time, the Zulu clan grew in size and power, and by the early 19th century, they had become a powerful force in the region. The Zulu warriors, in particular, gained prominence under the leadership of King Shaka, who ruled from 1816 to 1828. Shaka is credited with transforming the Zulu army into a disciplined and powerful fighting force through the implementation of innovative military tactics and organization. Under Shaka's leadership, the Zulu warriors were able to conquer neighboring tribes and expand their territory. This period of Zulu expansion and military dominance is known as the Zulu Empire or the Zulu Kingdom. Today, the Zulu people continue to be a significant ethnic group in South Africa, with a rich cultural heritage that includes traditional music, dance, and crafts. In traditional Zulu society, young men were expected to undergo a rite of passage into adulthood, which included joining the ranks of the Zulu warriors. Typically, young men would begin their training at around the age of 15 or 16, although the exact age could vary depending on the individual and the circumstances. In order to become a Zulu warrior, a young man would need to meet certain requirements. These might include physical fitness, strength, and endurance, as well as a willingness to learn and follow the strict rules and discipline of the Zulu military. Once a young man had completed his training and was accepted into the ranks of the Zulu warriors, he would be expected to devote himself fully to his duties as a soldier. This might include participating in raids, battles, and other military campaigns, as well as protecting his community and contributing to the overall strength and prosperity of the Zulu people. It's worth noting that women also played an important role in Zulu society, although they were generally not allowed to serve as warriors in the same way that men were. Instead, women were expected to contribute to the community in other ways, such as by farming, raising children, and participating in traditional ceremonies and rituals. The Zulu warriors were a powerful and influential ethnic group in South Africa. They were part of the larger Zulu people, who originated in what is now modern-day KwaZulu-Natal province. The Zulu warriors were known for their exceptional military prowess, especially during the early 19th century when they were led by King Shaka. Under Shaka's leadership, the Zulu warriors developed innovative battle tactics that helped them to defeat their enemies and expand their territory. They used a combination of short-stabbing spears, cowhide shields, and a system of disciplined formations and tactics that made them a formidable fighting force. The Zulu warriors were also known for their bravery and their willingness to engage in hand-to-hand combat. The Zulu warriors played a significant role in shaping the history of South Africa, both in terms of their military conquests and their cultural influence. Today, the Zulu people continue to be an important part of South African society, and their traditions and customs are still celebrated and preserved. Motivation. The motivations of the Zulu warriors varied depending on the context and circumstances, but generally speaking, they were driven by a combination of cultural, social, and political factors. One key motivating factor for Zulu warriors was a sense of duty and obligation to their community and their leaders. The Zulu warriors saw themselves as defenders of their people and their way of life, and they were willing to risk their lives in order to protect their homes, families, and livelihoods. Another motivating factor was a desire for power and prestige. In traditional Zulu society, warriors were highly respected and held in high esteem, and those who distinguished themselves in battle could earn significant social and political status. At times, the Zulu warriors were also motivated by economic factors, such as a desire to acquire wealth or resources through raiding or conquest. This was especially true during periods of territorial expansion, when the Zulu Empire was seeking to extend its influence and control over neighboring regions. Overall, the motivations of the Zulu warriors were complex and multifaceted, reflecting the rich cultural, social, and political context in which they lived. Zulu warriors typically began their training at a young age, learning the use of weapons such as the spear and shield, as well as tactics and strategies for battle. They were also trained in physical fitness, agility, and endurance through activities such as running and dancing. Once they completed their training, Zulu warriors were expected to serve in the military and participate in military campaigns. During times of peace, they were responsible for guarding the king and his family, as well as the kingdom's livestock and crops. In addition to their military duties, Zulu warriors also played an important role in their society's cultural practices. They were responsible for performing ceremonial dances and rituals, which were an important part of Zulu culture. Overall, life for Zulu warriors was challenging but rewarding. They were respected and admired within their society and played a crucial role in the protection and expansion of the Zulu kingdom. What were the Zulu warriors' diet and training like? The Zulu warriors had a diet that was based primarily on the foods that were available in their local environment. This included a variety of grains, vegetables, and fruits, as well as meat from domesticated animals like cattle and goats, and wild game that was hunted in the surrounding area. One key component of the Zulu warriors' diet was a type of porridge made from maize meal, which was eaten as a staple food. This provided a good source of carbohydrates and energy, which were important for the strenuous physical demands of military training and combat. In terms of training, the Zulu warriors followed a rigorous program that focused on building strength, endurance, and discipline. This training began at a young age, with boys learning basic fighting skills and participating in mock battles and games. As they got older, Zulu warriors would undergo more intensive training, which included physical exercises, weapons practice, and endurance training. They would also participate in group training sessions, where they would learn to work together and coordinate their movements as a unit. Overall, the training and diet of the Zulu warriors were designed to prepare them for the physical and mental challenges of military life, and to ensure that they were able to perform at their best in battle. The combination of a healthy diet and rigorous training helped to make the Zulu warriors one of the most fearsome and effective fighting forces in southern Africa. Weapons. Zulu warriors were skilled in a variety of crafts and trades, including metalworking, weaving, and pottery. They were also known for their skill in carving and beadwork, producing intricate designs on a variety of objects such as shields, spears, and clothing. Metalworking was particularly important for the Zulu warriors, as they were skilled at forging iron and copper into weapons such as spears, axes, and knives. They were also known for their skill in making shields, which were typically made from cowhide and decorated with intricate designs. Weaving was another important craft for the Zulu warriors, as they were skilled at producing high-quality grass and reed mats that were used for a variety of purposes, such as sleeping, sitting, and carrying goods. In terms of trade, the Zulu warriors were involved in a variety of activities, such as cattle herding and farming. They also traded with other groups in the region, exchanging goods such as cattle, grain, and crafts. As for weapons, the Zulu warriors were known for their use of the short stabbing spear, which was designed for close combat and could be thrown or used in hand-to-hand combat. They also used a variety of other weapons, such as the assegai, a type of spear, the knobkerrie, a wooden club, and the ikwa, a throwing spear. The Zulu warriors also used shields, which were made from cowhide and decorated with intricate designs. The shields were used for both defense and offense, as they could be used to block incoming attacks or to strike opponents. Overall, the Zulu warriors were skilled in a variety of crafts and trades, and their weapons and shields were designed to be effective in battle while also showcasing their cultural traditions and artistic skills. The Zulu War of 1879. The Zulu War of 1879 was fought between the Zulu Kingdom and the British Empire, and it was primarily triggered by tensions between the two sides over issues of land and sovereignty. In the mid-1800s, the British had established a number of colonies in southern Africa, including Natal, which bordered the Zulu Kingdom. As British colonial power expanded in the region, they came into conflict with the Zulu Kingdom, which was a powerful and independent political entity. One of the key sources of tension between the British and the Zulu was the issue of land. The British had annexed large areas of land in southern Africa, including some territories that the Zulu claimed as their own. In addition, the British were seeking to establish control over the Zulu Kingdom, which they saw as a potential threat to their colonial ambitions in the region. Another factor that contributed to the outbreak of the Zulu War was the British desire to control trade routes and resources in the region. The Zulu Kingdom had control over key trade routes, such as the one that connected Natal to the interior of southern Africa, and the British sought to gain control over these routes and the resources they provided. Tensions between the British and the Zulu eventually boiled over into armed conflict, which began in January 1879. The Zulu forces, led by King Cetshwayo, initially enjoyed some success against the British, but were ultimately defeated after a series of battles, including the famous Battle of Isandlwana. The Zulu War had a significant impact on the history of southern Africa, marking a turning point in the relationship between the British and the Zulu, and paving the way for further British expansion and colonization in the region. The Zulu Kingdom's victory over the British at the Battle of Isandlwana in January 1879 is considered one of the most shocking defeats in British colonial history. The Zulu warriors, despite being outnumbered and outgunned, used superior tactics and weapons to overwhelm the British forces. The Zulu army was organized into regiments, with each regiment consisting of several thousand warriors, who were highly trained and disciplined. The Zulu warriors were armed with a variety of weapons, including short stabbing spears, throwing spears, and shields, which were made from cowhide and decorated with intricate designs. The Zulu battle strategy was based on the principle of encirclement, with the warriors using their mobility and agility to outflank and surround the British forces. They also used the terrain to their advantage, taking advantage of hills and other natural features to launch surprise attacks on the British. At the Battle of Isandlwana, the British were unprepared for the Zulu attack and made a number of tactical errors. The British forces were spread out across a large area, which made it difficult for them to coordinate their defense. In addition, the British troops were largely inexperienced and poorly trained, and their weapons were not well suited to the type of close combat that the Zulu warriors excelled in. The Zulu warriors launched a fierce assault on the British lines, with some groups charging at full speed and others using their superior mobility to encircle and flank the British troops. The British, caught off guard by the ferocity of the Zulu attack, were quickly overwhelmed and suffered heavy casualties. Despite their initial success, the Zulu Kingdom ultimately lost the war against the British due to the overwhelming military and technological superiority of the British Empire. However, the Zulu victory at Isandlwana remains a significant moment in Southern African history and is seen as a symbol of the Zulu kingdom's resilience and military prowess. The Zulu Warriors accomplished several significant military victories, which had a major impact on the history of Southern Africa. Under the leadership of King Shaka, the Zulu kingdom expanded its territory through a series of military campaigns, defeating neighboring groups and establishing a powerful empire. In addition, the Zulu language, isiZulu, became one of the most widely spoken languages in Southern Africa, and many Zulu traditions and customs continue to be practiced and celebrated throughout the region. The Zulu Warriors also played a role in shaping the political and social landscape of Southern Africa. Their military victories and expansionist policies challenged the power of other groups in the region and helped to establish the Zulu kingdom as a dominant force. Overall, the Zulu Warriors accomplished significant military victories and had a lasting impact on the culture and society of Southern Africa, making them an important part of the region's history. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll never miss a video.